Crime, hope, violence, and you'd best clench yourself, cucks. It's time for another edition of Violence on the Truth. Isn't it an amazing and wonderful time to be an American? You might not have even heard what I'm about to tell you because of the shrill avalanche of fake news. But thanks to dear leaders' amazeballs, America First policies, our economy is kicking more ass than ever before in the history of all time. You don't have to take my word for it.
GDP is up, inflation is down, and stocks have rebounded to hit record highs.
The economy is resilient. And we're still constructive on stocks in the second half of the year.
Real GDP growth in the second quarter increased at a 3.0% annual rate, significantly above expectations. President Trump's America First policies are driving economic growth, as he always said they would.
Not only is all of this self-evidently true, it is impossible to prove that it is untrue, for doing so would only get you fired and replaced by someone who says it is true. So, of course, I'm going to say it's true. And that's great news for the nation land of America. But, I guess nobody told Gen Z?
A March 2025 survey by Cato asked 18 to 29-year-olds whether they had a positive or negative view of socialism, and fully 6 in 10 had a positive view. And they actually also asked them about communism, and more than 1 in 3 said they had a positive view.
What? Who is educating our youths? Wait, don't answer that, because whoever it is, they're doing it wrong. And thank God we're just shutting the Department of Education down completely. But seriously, what bastard infected our gens with the pernicious mind virus of socialism? It was you, Barry, wasn't it? You had to tell the younglings about European healthcare after I specifically told you not to? Asshole. As for you, Gen Zers, you think you're so cute with your little anti-capitalist memes and your Zorn Mamdami action figures. Well, here's something they're apparently not teaching you in high school: economics. When it comes to capitalism, nobody does it better than America. And we're the best at doing it best when we've got capitalism's greatest cheerleader of all time at the helm, Donald John Rockin' New Year's Eve jumpin' Jehoshaphat Trump. The reality is, kids, if you don't love capitalism, then you just don't love America, because just take a look at this chart. See that massive column all the way on the left? The left side of the graph, not politically, I mean, come on. That awesome boner for capitalism, way longer, and I would dare say harder than all the rest. That's the good old US of A, just soaring over the competition. That's right, we're number one! We're number one! I mean, just look at this thing. There aren't even any socialist economies in the top 5. Well, forgetting that second one. And I suppose one could argue the other 8. You know what? It only proves my point even more. It just shows you how hard America crushed it in the who gets the most shit race. That's game, set, match, and you all can blow us in the sauna, 'cause
I won.
Now here's what galls me. How can anyone look at this system that we are clearly owning and just shrug their shoulders and say, meh? Don't you get it, you smarmy puke stains? The world is our oyster. But I think I see your dilemma. You're squeamish about what we have to do to shuck said oyster. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you babies. Nobody said shuckin' was easy. We sometimes have to do crazy stuff to deliver maximum value to our shareholders, like this jibber jabber from the EPA guy.
So they created this endangerment finding, and then they're able to put all these regulations on vehicles, on airplanes, on stationary sources to basically regulate out of existence, in many cases, a lot of forms of segments of our economy. And it costs Americans a lot of money. What's the significance? How big is the endangerment finding? Well, repealing it will be the largest deregulatory action in the history of America.
Do you seriously think we're deregulating emissions because science? We could give a fuck. The only science we're interested in is the kind that fills our pockets with dollar bills, y'all. We need the money. Why do you think Big Daddy Trump is out there slapping every nation on earth with tariffs? To protect American businesses? To punish governments over policy disagreements? No, dumbass, this is why.
And you can help pay down the national debt. The U.S. Treasury Department now accepting Venmo and PayPal payments. The nation's debt is now at $36.7 trillion.
Okay, so mommy and daddy racked up the credit card a bit. Well, guess what? Your precious gaming consoles, processed foods, fentanyl, and rare earth minerals aren't going to buy themselves. Staggering feats of grift, bribery, creative accounting, and gratuitous violence are required to bring you all this crap at low prices. But ooh, I hear the little whelps whine. I'm not benefiting from the system. Wages don't keep up with inflation. I work 2 jobs and still can't make the rent. I'll never be able to buy a house. I can't even afford to have kids or health care, blah, blah, blah. Too bad. The American way of life is not negotiable. It's this or bust, kids. And no, there is no alternative, so don't even start with that socialism stuff, or worse yet, the specter of communism. I dare not even speak its name. I heard if you say his name 3 times, Karl Marx might appear. I mean, can you even imagine? What if I were to learn the essential tenets of Marxism, gain class consciousness, and recognize my own affinity with the proletariat? Oh, get out of my brain! Okay. That's better. We only do pro-capitalist winner talk around here because we know damn well what happens to anyone who indulges in loser talk.
Firing the messenger. President Trump firing the top official behind the government's jobs numbers. It is a stunning and an unprecedented move in the United States, coming just hours after the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which is, around the world, the most trusted gold standard of jobs reporting numbers, issued a report that revised job growth, showing that job growth in the United States had slowed to a near halt over the past 3 months.
Watch your mouth, sweetie. Even reporting loser talk like that could result in you meeting the same fate as Ms. Messenger there, Erica McInfarter. I am being told it's pronounced McIntarfer. But dear leader likes McInfarter better, so as far as I'm concerned, the woman's legal name is Crappin' Pants McInfarter from now on. She can sue me for that if she wants. Doesn't matter. I'll get pardoned. My Gen Zs, I know you're sensitive little souls. And it may be that despite all my best efforts, you're just never gonna come around to loving America. Capitalism. Same thing. I get it. It's not for everybody, by which I mean specifically, it's not for losers. This is a winners-only nation. If you don't like that, self-deport. Or just sit tight. We'll find a way to get rid of you. Or replace you with AI. Or imprison you so you work for free. Or all of the above. Is that possible? In Trump's America, you bet your sweet 20-something booty it is. ICE will throw you in a prison run by robots while we bring in immigrants. Yes, immigrants who bring something to the table, unlike you.
The State Department is now proposing that some visa applicants pay a bond to enter the country. Under the proposal, people applying for business or tourist visas would be required to pay up to $15,000.
Finally, the one kind of immigrant we actually want coming to this country. Rich immigrants. I'll take 5 of them over some whiny, broke-ass, septum-pierced Gen Z dingle doofus every day of the week. But don't worry, whiners. You're more than welcome to take the place of those well-heeled immigrants in whatever shithole country they came from. Because the bottom line is, they're contributing to the bottom line, and you're not. And the real bottom line is, all that matters is the bottom line. America must be a perpetual motion machine of infinitely increasing profit. All other nations, ideologies, systems, and even physics be damned. And besides, what's a little physics when you've got Brian Johnson balls on your side? Right, Brian?
Hope up is down, black is white, freedom is slavery, and America's prosperity is unquestionable. Which is why they're opening a new debtor's prison wing here at Alligator Alcatraz for anyone who thinks otherwise. Or even just thinks too much. But hey, don't hurt your noggin-hoggin thoughts about that, Hope.
You see, Gen Zers? This is where socialism ultimately gets you. To prison. So it's time to knock it off with the saucy commie talk. Or I'm going to have to knock the specter of Karl Marx right out of you. Oh, shit. Did I say his name 3 times? Whew. Phew. Okay. For a second there, I thought I was going to have to contend with the ghost of Karl Marx.
Workers of the world unite! You have nothing to lose but your chains!
Fuck off, freeloader! I'm Hope Violence, and I am fighting for your right to violence on the truth. Fuck you, Marx! I've got a gun.